know a lot of you are hurting right now. Your job might feel like it's draining your soul. Life may not have met the expectations that you once had. You might not be getting enough sleep at night, so everything feels harder. And at the end of the day, you're sat at home feeling lonely. And the only answer is to scroll the pain away and hope that it numbs you. I know what that feels like because I've been there. There was once a time I begged my boss for a day off, and I even offered to pay him. And when he said no, I honestly broke down. And then not long after, I found myself in hospital, diagnosed with a lifelong chronic disease. It felt like my life had hit a dead end. I was going nowhere, and I felt trapped. I just hit my 20s, and it felt like my life was coming to an end rather than just starting. I found myself sat at home trying to sleep, and I couldn't sleep until the sun came up. The only thing that really made me happy or feel numb was playing video games. It was the only thing that took my mind off of this feeling that I was stuck in life. And going to work felt meaningless. I wasn't doing anything that I enjoyed. It was purely draining me. So I tried to go to work as little as possible, just earn enough to scrape by, just to pay that rent, to get what I need. And then I didn't want to go in anymore. And some of you may not even have that luxury. You have to go in because you need more money. You have to work constantly just to pay for things you don't even want. World news had really tore me down. As a kid, I was told the crops were going to die. There's only X harvests left, and then we won't have any food. The environment is ruined. Wars are happening, and all this seeps into my brain, and it makes me think there is nothing worth living for in this life. I might as well log in and play video games late into the night. And my health condition continued to progress to the point where I had to take these steroids, and they're not the muscle building steroids. These are steroids that induce stress, chemical stress, to ruin your immune system, and in the hope that it will suppress these symptoms that I was feeling. But what it did was it gave me insomnia. I felt like I'd lost my mind. I felt like I was going crazy. I would have hysterical bursts of crying, laughing. I could not control my emotions, and I couldn't get anything done, let alone think about what I was going to do the next day. I couldn't think about the future. I was stuck in the now, and the now was absolutely torturous. And eventually it did pass, and that experience taught me something valuable. That you have to work towards the things that you want, regardless of how you feel about it. It also taught me that things don't get fixed overnight. I had to live through this insomnia with these steroids for over 3 months until I started seeing any difference. And it wasn't until I had to go back to hospital and I was given a certain medication that it brought me out of that flare state. And it did take months and months. And sometimes you have to sit in that pain, but continue to work towards something. I started the gym when I was 26, and I thought I was too late. I thought, I'm too old to start weightlifting. I've lost the best years of my life. But little did I know that 7 years later, I would be looking back at that decision to start going to the gym and realise that that small decision was life-changing. The fact that I just kept going. And now I look at myself in the mirror and I'm proud of what I look like. The valuable lesson I learnt from that was to take action despite how you feel about it. When I started uploading to YouTube on my main channel, I thought it was pointless. And now I've got 30,000 subscribers. Those weekly actions compound, but change happens slowly. It feels pointless in the moment. I was constantly doubting myself. I thought, why am I doing this? No one cares about this. When I'm going to the gym, these reps don't matter. But then at the end, I found myself lifting 240 kilos in the deadlift. I found my channel started growing. And then when I started dedicating myself to things that I actually want to do, I started feeling different. I started feeling like I had a sense of purpose. For most of my life, I had no sense of purpose. I felt like everything was purposeless. It felt like I was going nowhere. But now that I actually take action and I think about the things that I want to do and I do them, my mindset is completely different. You do not need motivation. You just need to take action. The difference is I'm still filled with doubts to this very day. I just continue to take action despite those doubts. If you wait to feel motivated before you start doing, you will never start doing. You may go to the gym once, but you will never go back. You'll never stick to that diet because motivation is fleeting. See, the thing is, you don't need to fix your life. You just need to become a man with a meaning, a purpose, something to work towards. And the only reason I found something to work towards is because I sat down and I let myself think, what do I actually want to do? I had to go through those hard times to realize what actually matters to me. So if you're hurting right now, if you're feeling like life is pointless right now, you will see what is truly valuable to you. It wasn't until I went to a men's mental health group and I found myself sitting there and I felt so out of place that I realised I should just be at home making videos. That is what gives me meaning. Going through that and trying led me to knowing. So try, do something today, and you will find out what you actually want. I've condensed how I got started into a PDF that I have linked down below. And if you are looking for a community of like-minded individuals that want to help you progress, then click the Discord link that I have down below as well. And feel free to leave a message and you can come and talk with me too. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you in the next video.